Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Tai Kamiya from Digimon. Let's get started in the middle of our face with the eyelid. So on the left side I'm just going to draw a curve that goes up and down, almost like a half circle. Starting from the outside, we'll curve up towards the top and then down on the inside. We're going to do the same thing on the right side, so we're going to leave a gap in the center. Starting from the inside, curve up and then down. Now we're going to draw two long ovals on the inside edge of the eye. So starting on the left, we'll leave a little bit of gap, draw an oval. We'll do the same thing on the right side, just on the inside edge, leaving a gap on the top. Now at the very top, we're going to draw a little circle for a highlight. We'll do that on both sides. Now about halfway down the eye, we're just going to draw a little curve for the pupil. And we're going to fill the pupil in black. Just below the eyes, we're just going to draw a little curve for the lower eyelid, just touching the bottom of the iris. We're going to cross. Now just above the eyes, we're going to draw in the eyebrows. So we're going to start on the left side, curving up, and then pulling it down in towards the inside edge of the eye. So going up, and then we'll just angle down and in. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Lining up the inside edge, we're going to curve up, and then just hook it downwards. We're going to go back to the outside and just draw a thicker curve along the top. Going thick along the top and then just make our way down towards the inside point. Just tapering it down. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now in between the eyes, we're going to draw that large hairband that comes down. So we're going to start right in the middle at the very top. We're going to hook it up, come down in the middle, and then just pull it across. We're going to curve it back up, so we're just going to taper up in the short line. Now we want to come down just towards the right eye. The curve that comes down. Now we're going to curve that back up, just tapering it back upwards. We're going to do a short line curving down in the opposite direction. Now we'll take that point, curving it back up, and then just tucking in behind this line. Now in between the eyes, right in the middle here, we're going to locate the nose. So we're going to draw two lines, one going out and down, and then back down and over towards the right. Below the nose, we're going to draw a crooked smile. So just over here on the left side, we're just going to curve up, aiming towards the right eye. Now just above the eyebrows, I'm going to draw a big curve going in behind this hairband for the lower part of the headband. So we're going to step over towards the left, curving up just above the eyebrow, and we'll pull that in behind the center hairband. And we're going to continue on the right side. Curving it down over the eyebrow and just pulling it over towards the side. On these sides, we're going to step in and draw two angled lines coming down towards the jaw. So on the left side, we're going to step in, just draw a straight angled line coming down to about the same height as the mouth. We'll do the same thing on the right. So stepping in, angle down towards the same height. Now we're going to take these points and curve in towards the center of the chin. On the sides of the headband, we're just going to curve down and in towards the side of the head for the hair. Now in behind here, we're just going to tuck the ears in. So from that corner, we're going to step down, curving up and out, and then just rounding this out in towards the side of the head. We'll do the same on the right. So we're going to step down, curving up and out, and just curving in towards the side of the head. I want to add a little curve for the inner ear detail. So we're going to step down and just hook around the top. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're just going to move up towards the top and draw two large circles for the goggles. So just directly above the left eye, right in here, we start at the very top and draw in a large circle all the way around the bottom and then back up towards the top. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to leave a gap in the center, lining up the top, curve around towards the bottom, and then back up towards the top. Now we draw a smaller circle on the inside. So stepping down, just draw an even spaced gap all the way around the goggle. Now on the sides of the goggle, I'm just going to draw 2 straight lines from top to bottom. We're going to connect the goggles with a little strap in the center. So just above center, we're going to step up on the left side, curving up and then down. We'll step down and draw the same curve. Now from these corners here, we just want to curve up and towards the side of the goggle. Starting on the left, curve around, and then just pull that up towards the side. Do the same thing on the right. So about halfway down the goggle, we're going to curve down and towards the side of the head. We're going to add 2 straps coming down on either side. So we're going to step down, curving up, we step up, and draw another curve. We're going to fill that all in black. Then we'll do the same thing on the right side. So lining up the bottom edge, curve this down, we'll step up and draw that same curve, and then we'll fill that all in black. Now I just want to continue the headband in between the goggles. So we're going to continue this curve up in the middle. So from left to right, just curve across. Now that we have the head, we can start layering in the hair in behind. So on the left side of the ear, it's going to hook down and out. We're going to taper that back up. So pulling it up, we'll draw another spike coming down, and then we'll pull that back up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So at the side of the ear, curve down, and we'll hook that back up. We'll do one more. Curving down and out, and we'll pull that back in. Now we're going to turn the hair going upwards this way. So on this point here, I'm just going to hook it up and over towards the left. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're just going to balance this out as we go. Now we're going to pull these back in, just tapering the line, coming in towards the head, leaving a gap. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to add 2 larger spikes on the side. So from this point again, we're going to curve all the way up. We'll do the same thing on the right, curving all the way up towards the top. Now we're going to curve these back in. Now on this side, we have the hair sort of going out and over towards the left. So from this point, I want to curve in the opposite direction. Curving over. Now we're going to go up above the top of the head with a curve. We're going to cross towards the middle to right about there. Now I want to layer this on top of the hair in behind. So right about here, I'm going to hook over again towards the left. I'm going to come in towards the part just above this goggle. I'm going to cross and then down. We're going to add a little spike up here, curving up towards the left, and hooking that back down. We're going to do another one, but we're going to go in the opposite direction. Going over towards the right. We'll hook that back down. Now I want to fill in this little gap with one more spike. So from this point, we'll curve up and out. Now I'm going to connect those 2 points with a curve. Okay, so now we got the head. Let's work our way down the body. So we're going to start in the middle here with the collar. So on the left of the chin, we're going to curve down and then back up on the right side. We're going to locate the sides of the body. So on the left side, we're just going to angle down and out with a slight curve. Going down towards the waist. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Curving down and out. We'll connect those 2 points with a curve at the bottom of the shirt. We're going to draw that same curve just above it, stepping up. Now in the middle here, we're going to draw 3 buttons. So one at the top. Just draw 3 circles going down the center of the body. We're going to add 2 angled pockets on the side. So on the left side here, we're going to draw an angled line. We're just going to square off the ends and then just connect those 2 points with a straight line. Let's do the same thing on the right. Draw that straight line, squaring off the ends, and then closing off the bottom. Let's continue working down towards the legs. So in the middle here, we're going to step down and draw a curve from left to right for the lower torso. In the middle, we're just going to draw a straight line coming down. And then from the bottom, we're going to step up and hook up underneath the shirt on the right. Now we're going to draw 2 short curves coming down the inside of the leg. So on the left side, we're going to step in, curving down. On the right, we'll step in and curving down. So the legs get wider along the base. Now from here, I want to round out the bottom of the leg. So from this point to the front, we're just going to draw a curve going across on both sides. On the ends of the leg, we're just going to angle up and in with a short line. Now I want to overlap the shorts on top of the leg. So we're going to step up here on the left, going outwards, just curving over that line in towards the inside of the leg. Do the same thing on the right, just overlapping that line. Now we're going to take these points and just draw a straight line underneath the shirt. We're going to add the pockets on the side of the shorts. So from this line, we're going to step in, draw a straight angled line coming down, and then just squaring off the bottom. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now from here, I just want to wrinkle up the bottom of the sock. So from this corner here, I'm just going to curve around and then pull that in. On the inside, we're going to go in the opposite direction, curving around and in. We'll do the same thing on the right. And then from the bottom of that curve, we're going to step in and curve down towards the heel. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. So from the heel to the toe, we're going to draw a curve. Do the same thing on the right side. Now from the toes, we want to curve up the top of the shoe. So going back to the left side on the toe, we're going to curve up. And then we're going to pull it down, leaving a gap here. And we're going to curve in the opposite direction in towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting with that curve first. Now from here, I'm going to curve up the top of the foot towards the toe. Now to finish off the sock, I'm going to step down and just draw another curve. Do that on both sides. Let's add a little bit of detail to the shoe. So from this bottom curve, I'm going to step up and just duplicate that line for the sole. Do that on both sides. We're going to add a little trim along the top. So on the toe, we're going to step up, we're going to curve towards the top, leaving a little space. We're going to curve down in the opposite direction. Now we're going to curve up towards that point in the heel, going up. Do the same thing over here. Starting from the toe, curve around and up, curve it down. Now we curve up towards the back edge of the shoe. Up in here, we're just going to draw a little separation line. So taking that curve, stepping up, just going to duplicate that on both sides. And we'll add some laces. So up here, we're just going to draw two straight lines angled in. Do the same on the right. Now let's move back up and draw on the arm. So I'm going to start on the left side first with the inner part of the arm. So halfway along this body right here, curve down and out. Now we're going to round out the thumb with a little half circle. At the end of the thumb, I'm just going to draw a little bracket. Now at the bottom of the thumb, we're going to swirl around the bracket, coming down and then pulling that back up. We're going to step down towards the side, curving up the second finger. Now the third finger is going to come up about halfway up the arm, coming up and in. We're sort of aiming towards the top underneath the head. From here, I want to overlap that line with the sleeve of the shirt. So stepping out, we'll curve in towards the inside of the arm. Now from here, I'm just going to follow that curve in behind the head. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Lining up the inside of the arm, curve down and out. We'll round up the thumb with a little half circle, and then we'll draw a little bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, I'm going to swirl around that bracket and pull that up. We'll step down, draw a second curve. Now the third finger is going to come up, all the way up towards the sleeve of the shirt. So up to about here. Now we're going to draw that sleeve of the shirt. Starting from the inside, curve out and just overlap that line. Then again, we're going to curve up underneath the head. Let's add a little trim on the sleeve. So taking that same curve and just drawing the same thing up above. We're going to add a little glove line. So just above the wrist, curving down and across. We'll do that on both sides. Now he's got two stars on his sleeve, so we're just going to see half of it. So on the side of the arm, we're just going to angle down with a straight line, go up, and we're going to go straight across, and then we'll pull that up at an angle. Do the same thing over here. Coming down, going up at an angle, straight across, and then up towards the side of the arm. On the right arm, he's got this little black armband. So we're going to step up about halfway along the arm, Draw another curve going across. We're going to fill that all in black. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Tai Kamiya from Digimon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.